My name is Adam, and this is the story of my journey as a gay teenager. Growing up in a small town called Greenwood, I often felt like an outsider. While my peers were busy talking about their crushes on girls, I found myself captivated by the boys around me. But in a community where being different was frowned upon, I hid my true self behind a mask of conformity. As I entered my teenage years, a realization took hold of me like a gentle whisper in the wind. I began to understand and accept my own truth. I was gay. The weight of the secret bore heavily upon my young shoulders, leaving me longing to express my authentic self. One fateful summer day, the sun shining brightly in the clear sky, I decided it was time to reveal my truth to someone I trusted. My best friend, Sarah, had been a constant source of support and understanding throughout our friendship. She was open-minded and accepting, and I hoped she would extend the same kindness to me. We sat beneath the old oak tree in my backyard, its branches swaying gently in the breeze. My heart pounded in my chest as I prepared to unlock the door to my true self. Taking a deep breath, I turned to Sarah, her eyes filled with curiosity and concern. "Sarah," I began, my voice trembling slightly, "there's something I need to tell you, something important about who I am." Sarah's expression softened and she reached out to hold my hand.
You can tell me anything, Adam. What's on your mind?"
Summoning every ounce of bravery within me, I looked into her eyes and said, "I'm gay." Silence enveloped us for a moment as Sarah processed my words. Then, to my relief, a gentle smile formed on her lips. She squeezed my hand reassuringly. "Adam, thank you for trusting me with this part of yourself. I'm honored to be the person you confided in. You're still the same person I've always known and loved. Nothing will change between us." Relief washed over me and tears welled up in my eyes. In that moment, the burden I'd carried for so long felt lighter than ever before. Sarah's acceptance was like a warm embrace, validating my feelings and giving me the strength to continue on my journey. From that day forward, Sarah became my confidant, my pillar of support. Together, we navigated the uncharted waters of adolescence with me gradually opening up to other trusted friends. Their acceptance and understanding reinforced my belief that I deserved to love and be loved without judgment. As my confidence grew, I yearned to share my truth with my parents, who had always been my rock. It wasn't an easy decision, knowing that their reaction could sway the course of my life. Yet, deep down, I knew that authenticity was the only path to true happiness. One evening, I sat them down at the kitchen table, my palms sweaty and my heart racing. I spoke from the depths of my soul, revealing the secret I had carried for far too long. Their initial shock and confusion mirrored the tumultuous emotions swirling within me. Time stood still as my parents processed the revelation. Then, slowly, their expressions softened, replaced by tears streaming down their faces. They rose from their chairs and enveloped me in a tight embrace, love radiating from their touch. "Adam, we love you unconditionally," my mother whispered, her voice choked with emotion. "You're our son, and nothing could ever change that. We're here for you, always." In that moment, the walls of fear and doubt crumbled around me. The love and acceptance of my parents became a foundation on which I could build the life I had always dreamed of, a life where my sexuality was not a barrier, but a beautiful part of who I am. As I closed my eyes that night, a sense of freedom washed over me. I had taken the first steps on a journey of self-discovery and self-acceptance. The road ahead would not be without its challenges, but armed with love and support, I knew I could face anything that lay ahead. Little did I know that this newfound courage would lead me to experiences and people who would shape my understanding of love, identity, and the true meaning of acceptance. And so, with my heart open and my spirit lifted, I eagerly stepped into the vibrant world that awaited me. In the days following my revelation to Sarah, a newfound sense of liberation embraced me. The weight that had burdened my soul for so long had been lifted, and I felt a surge of confidence coursing through my veins. With Sarah by my side, I ventured further into the uncharted territory of self-discovery. Our friendship grew even stronger as we shared countless conversations about life, love, and identity. Sarah's unwavering support fueled my determination to embrace my true self and live authentically. She became my ally, my guide, and together we delved deeper into the world of LGBT culture and history. As I immersed myself in books, movies, and personal stories, I began to understand the struggles faced by those who came before me. Their resilience and courage became a source of inspiration. I discovered the power of community and the importance of standing up for our rights. One afternoon, as Sarah and I were sipping hot chocolate at our favorite cafe, we noticed a flyer on the community board. It advertised a local LGBT support group. Intrigued, we decided to attend the next meeting. Walking into that room, my heart thumped with anticipation.
Would I find solace among strangers who shared my experiences? Would I feel understood and accepted?
As we sat down and introduced ourselves, I found myself surrounded by a diverse group of individuals, people of different ages, genders, and sexual orientations, all with their own unique stories. We spoke openly about our journeys, our triumphs, and our struggles. In that room, I felt an overwhelming sense of belonging. The walls that had isolated me for so long crumbled, replaced by a newfound sense of community and support. The stories we shared created bonds of empathy and understanding, fostering a safe space where we could be our authentic selves without fear of judgment. With the support of this newfound community, I began to navigate the maze of high school with renewed confidence. It wasn't always easy. There were moments of ignorance and prejudice, whispered words of intolerance, but I refused to let them dim my light. I chose to educate, to enlighten, and to lead by example. Together with Sarah, we founded a gay-straight alliance at our school. Our mission was to promote inclusivity, tolerance, and acceptance for all students, regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity. We organized events, invited guest speakers, and initiated conversations that challenged the status quo. As word spread about our GSA, we saw a ripple effect throughout the school. Students who had previously felt invisible or marginalized found a sense of belonging within our growing community. It was a beautiful transformation, witnessing the power of unity and the strength in embracing diversity. Of course, there were still moments of adversity. There were those who resisted change, who clung to outdated beliefs. But with every obstacle we faced, our resolve grew stronger. We learned to turn ignorance into education, to combat prejudice with compassion. Through it all, Sarah remained my unwavering ally. Her unwavering support gave me the courage to face any challenge that came my way. Together, we fought for a more inclusive and accepting school environment, not just for ourselves, but for future generations to come. As I reflect on those transformative years, I'm grateful for the lessons they taught me. They taught me the power of embracing one's truth, the importance of finding allies, and the resilience of the human spirit. Most of all, they taught me that change begins with us, within our hearts, within our communities. The journey was far from over, but I was no longer afraid of the path that lay ahead. With every step, I grew more confident, more determined, and more proud of the person I was becoming. My journey as a gay teenager had only just begun, and I knew that there were countless rainbows awaiting me in the vast tapestry of life. As the days turned into months, my journey of self-discovery continued to unfold. The support of my friends, the acceptance of my parents, and the empowering experience of our schools, GSA fueled my desire to seek acceptance beyond the familiar walls of my hometown. The time had come to broaden my horizons and venture into the larger world, a world where acceptance and understanding might not come as easily. College became the next chapter in my life, a place where diversity thrived and new opportunities awaited. Leaving the comfort of Greenwood was both exhilarating and daunting. The prospect of stepping into the unknown filled me with a mixture of excitement and nervousness. I packed my bags, said goodbye to my family and friends, and embarked on a new adventure. As I set foot on the college campus, a vibrant kaleidoscope of cultures and identities greeted me. The energy in the air was electric, and I couldn't help but feel a surge of anticipation. Here, I would be free to fully express myself without fear of judgment or rejection. During orientation week, I sought out all GCOC resources and organizations on campus. I attended welcoming events, joined queer social groups, and discovered a rich network of support that extended far beyond what I had known before. It was a world where my sexuality wasn't just tolerated, but celebrated, a world that embraced me as I was. One evening, while attending a gathering hosted by the campus LGBTQ organization, I met a diverse group of individuals from different walks of life. Their stories and experiences fascinated me. We laughed, we shared, and we formed connections that felt like family. In this accepting environment, I met a fellow student named Alex. Their warm smile and infectious enthusiasm drew me in, and soon we struck up conversations that flowed effortlessly. As we got to know each other, I realized that Alex had embarked on a similar journey of self-discovery, navigating the complexities of their own sexuality. Our friendship deepened, and before long, a romantic spark ignited between us. Together, we explored the vast landscape of our identities, supporting each other through the ups and downs of college life. With Alex by my side, I felt a sense of validation and security, knowing that we shared a profound understanding of one another. But college life wasn't without its challenges. We encountered pockets of ignorance and prejudice, reminders that acceptance is not universal. However, armed with the strength of our community and the knowledge that we were not alone, we faced these challenges head on. We engaged in open discussions, advocated for inclusivity, and worked to foster a more accepting campus environment. As I navigated through my courses and engaged in various extracurricular activities, I discovered a passion for activism. I joined LGBT advocacy groups, participated in rallies and demonstrations, and dedicated myself to raising awareness about the challenges faced by the queer community. Through these experiences, I met inspiring individuals who had dedicated their lives to fighting for LGBT rights and equality. Their stories of resilience and perseverance fueled my determination to be a catalyst for change. Together, we challenged discriminatory policies, pushed for inclusive curriculum, and advocated for safer spaces on campus. While the journey was not without its setbacks, we celebrated victories, big and small. Gender-neutral restrooms were established. Campus policies were revised to be more inclusive, and workshops on lesbian awareness became part of the curriculum. These milestones reminded me that progress is possible when we stand together and amplify our voices. As my college years drew to a close, I couldn't help but reflect on the transformation I had undergone. The shy and uncertain teenager from Greenwood had blossomed into a confident advocate for equality. I had discovered the power of community, the resilience of the human spirit, and the importance of never compromising one's truth. My college experience had become a pivotal chapter in my journey, equipping me with the tools and knowledge to continue making a difference beyond the confines of campus. I looked toward the future with hope and determination, ready to take on the challenges of the world and pave the way for a more inclusive and accepting society. The path ahead would undoubtedly hold its own set of trials, but armed with the lessons learned and the love in my heart, I knew that I could face them head on. My journey as a gay individual was far from over, but with each step I grew more resolute in my purpose, to create a world where love, understanding, and acceptance knew no bounds. Leaving college behind, I ventured into the wider world, eager to continue my journey of embracing diversity and spreading love and acceptance. Armed with the experiences and knowledge gained from my college years, I set my sights on making a difference on a larger scale. One of my first endeavors was to join an LGBTQ advocacy organization that operated on a national level. This platform allowed me to connect with activists, scholars, and leaders from various backgrounds, all united by a common goal, the pursuit of equality and justice for the queer community. Through this organization, I attended conferences, workshops, and seminars engaging in thought-provoking discussions and sharing ideas with passionate individuals who were fighting for change in their respective communities. It was empowering to witness the breadth and depth of the movement, realizing that there were countless others like me who were dedicated to creating a more inclusive world. Motivated by the stories of trailblazers who had come before us, I embarked on a journey to raise awareness about the unique challenges faced by LGBTQ individuals, especially those from marginalized communities. I traveled to different cities, collaborating with local activists, organizations, and community leaders, amplifying their voices and advocating for their rights. From rural towns to bustling cities, I witnessed firsthand the diversity within the LGBTQ community and the intersectionality of identities. I met transgender individuals fighting for recognition and dignity, queer people of color battling systemic oppression, and queer youth who yearned for safe spaces to express themselves freely. These encounters reinforced my belief that our fight for equality extended beyond sexual orientation alone. It encompassed gender identity, race, socioeconomic status, and various other factors that shaped a person's experience. Inclusivity and intersectionality became the guiding principles of my activism, as I aimed to uplift and empower all voices within the LGBTQ spectrum. Alongside my activism, I delved into creative endeavors that allowed me to express myself and reach a wider audience. I began writing articles and essays, sharing personal stories and perspectives that shed light on the realities faced by queer individuals. Through these written pieces, I aimed to challenge preconceived notions, break down stereotypes, and inspire empathy and understanding. As my words resonated with readers from all walks of life, I realized the power of storytelling in effecting change. I connected with other queer writers, artists, and creators, collaborating on projects that celebrated our identities and shared our experiences. Together, we sought to foster empathy and bridge the gap between different communities, creating a tapestry of narratives that celebrated our shared humanity. Yet amidst the progress and victories, there were moments of frustration and setbacks. The fight for LGBT rights often faced resistance, entrenched prejudice, and discriminatory policies. But these obstacles only fueled my determination, reminding me that the work was far from over. I continued to stand tall, advocating for change through peaceful protests, legislative efforts, and community education. Over time, I saw the fruits of our collective labor, Laws were amended, policies were revised, and public perceptions shifted. Society began to embrace the beautiful diversity of the Logbatki community, recognizing the importance of equality, love, and acceptance. As I reflect on my journey, I am grateful for the opportunity to have made a difference in the lives of others. Through my activism writing and personal connections, I have seen lives transformed, barriers broken, and hearts opened. Each small step forward reaffirms my belief that change is possible, and it starts with the collective power of individuals who dare to stand up for what is right. My journey as a gay individual continues, and I am aware that the fight for equality is ongoing, but I am not alone. I stand shoulder to shoulder with countless others, united by our shared vision of a world where everyone can embrace their true selves without fear of discrimination or hatred. With hope in my heart and the fire of activism burning within me, I look toward the future, ready to face the challenges that lie ahead. Together we will create a world that celebrates diversity, cherishes love, and embraces the beauty of being unapologetically ourselves. In the midst of my activism and advocacy work, a serendipitous encounter changed the course of my journey once again. It was at a national LGBT conference where I crossed paths with an inspiring individual named Gabriel. Gabriel was a charismatic and compassionate activist who shared my passion for social justice. We quickly formed a deep connection, recognizing the shared values that fueled our drive for change. Our conversations flowed effortlessly, weaving together our personal stories, dreams, and aspirations. As we spent more time together, a profound love blossomed between us. It was a love that transcended labels and expectations, a love that embraced the beautiful complexities of our identities. Gabriel identified as genderqueer, and our relationship defied societal norms, celebrating the fluidity and depth of our connection. Together, we embarked on a journey that intertwined our love and activism. We became partners in both life and the pursuit of social justice, blending our unique perspectives and strengths to amplify our impact. Our shared passion fueled our work, breathing life into our activism and imbuing it with a renewed sense of purpose. We traveled together, attending conferences, speaking engagements, and community events. Through our joint efforts, we aimed to bridge divides and foster understanding among diverse communities. Our message of love, acceptance, and equality resonated with audiences around the world, inspiring others to embrace their authentic selves and stand up for justice. But amidst our shared mission, we also faced personal challenges. As our love blossomed, we confronted the complexities of being in an LGBT relationship, in a world still grappling with prejudice. We encountered pockets of resistance and intolerance, but together we remained resolute, refusing to let fear or ignorance overshadow our love. In the face of adversity, our bond grew stronger. We leaned on each other for support, finding solace in the understanding that we were not alone in our struggle. Our love became a source of resilience, a testament to the power of authenticity and connection. As the years passed, we celebrated victories both big and small. Laws were changed, societal attitudes shifted, and acceptance expanded. We witnessed the gradual transformation of communities, where love and respect triumphed over prejudice. It was a testament to the collective efforts of countless individuals who dedicated their lives to the pursuit of equality. Beyond our activism, Gabriel and I cultivated a nurturing and affirming home environment, a sanctuary where we could be our true selves without fear or judgment. We created a space where love, acceptance, and authenticity thrived, embracing the beauty of our identities and supporting each other's personal growth. Together, we dreamed of a future where love would truly know no boundaries, a world where every individual, regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity, could experience the joys of being cherished and respected. As I reflect on our journey together, I am grateful for the love and support we shared. Gabriel and I grew not only as partners but as individuals, constantly learning from each other's experiences and evolving in our understanding of the world. Our love story became a testament to the resilience and power of the LGBT community. It exemplified the infinite possibilities that arise when we embrace our authentic selves and choose love over prejudice. As we continue our journey, we remain committed to advocating for those who still face discrimination and marginalization. Our love fuels our activism, and our activism fuels our love, a beautiful cycle of compassion, understanding, and a shared vision of a world where love truly knows no boundaries. With every step we take, with every word we speak, we contribute to the ongoing progress of our society, inching closer to the day when all like Bud Hewitt individuals can live their lives authentically, without fear, and surrounded by love. And we will never stop fighting until that day becomes a reality.